Did you know Hitler ordered a tank so big it would have crushed the earth beneath it? We aren't talking about the Tiger or the Maus, but a monster called the Landkreiser P-1000 Rat. It was designed to be a literal battleship on wheels, weighing an insane 1,000 tons. To put that into perspective, that is 5 times heavier than the heaviest tank ever actually built. The plans were drawn up in 1942 by Krupp, the famous German steel and arms manufacturer. It was so massive that it wouldn't have used normal tank guns, but actual naval artillery cannons. The main turret was taken directly from a German battlecruiser, armed with two 280mm guns. These shells were the size of a small child and could obliterate a bunker from 25 miles away. The vehicle was designed to be 35 meters long, 11 meters high, and 14 meters wide. It would have needed a crew of 40 men just to operate the driving and shooting systems. Inside, it was like a small city with a toilet bay, a medical room, and engine storage. To move this steel mountain, they planned to use 8 massive 20-cylinder diesel marine engines. These were the same engines used in German U-boats, producing 16,000 horsepower of raw mechanical energy. Hitler absolutely loved the idea, because he was obsessed with size and intimidation over practical reality. He gave the project his personal blessing, believing it would be the ultimate weapon to destroy the Soviets. But there was one tiny problem that the Nazi engineers couldn't solve: the laws of physics. The rat was so heavy that it would have instantly destroyed every single road it drove on. No bridge in all of Europe could support its weight, meaning it would have to drive through rivers. But since it was 11 meters tall, deep rivers would have flooded the engines and drowned the crew. It also consumed fuel at a rate that Germany simply couldn't afford during the later war years. But the biggest issue was that it was a gigantic, slow-moving target for Allied bomber planes. It would have been the easiest target in the world, visible from miles away in the air. A single well-placed bomb would have turned this million-dollar superweapon into a pile of expensive scrap metal. Albert Speer, the Minister of Armaments, realized this was insanity and canceled the project in 19... Not a single prototype was ever built, saving Germany from wasting thousands of tons of precious steel. The Landkreiser Rat remains the ultimate example of Nazi megalomania winning over logical military engineering. It proves that bigger isn't always better, especially when you are trying to hide from airplanes. Today it only exists in video games and drawings, a metal ghost of a nightmare that never happened.